Thanks for coming back. Let's pick up the third in our list of 3 do's in this video. In Luke 19 and verse 10, Jesus says in his own words why he came to earth. He said, "For the Son of Man came to seek and save the lost." Notice he said, seek. What is it to seek something? It means to search for something, to look to find something, to put effort into obtaining it, to getting it. That's what it means to seek. We know that. Seeking is not a passive thing, it's an active thing. Putting energy into it to make it happen. Jesus came to seek and to save the lost. What was he searching for? He was searching for the lost. In Mark 2 and verse 17, Jesus says, he did not come to call the righteous, but to call the sinners, those who do not have a right relationship to God, those who are lost. That's who he came to call. We said in one of the very first videos that we did that the purpose of the church was to seek and save the lost. So, the third in our list of 3 do's is this: love the lost. Love the lost. Jesus gave his life for the lost. That was his purpose on earth. He told us to go into the world and to make disciples, teaching them everything that he has taught us. That simply will not happen unless we truly learn to love the lost. The lost, yes, the immoral, the selfish, the cheaters, the liars, the gossips, the drunks, the lazy, the slanderers, the people from the other side of the tracks, the people with different skin color, the people who cut you off on the highway, the people who look down their nose at you, the people who think you're stupid because you're a Christian. Yes, all of those people and more, all those people, the lost, that are created in the image of God, just like you and me. Do our churches love the lost? We say we do, but are the vast majority of our programs, our efforts, our activities focused on loving, on actively seeking and saving the lost? Or are the majority of our programs and our budgets and our energy put into things with regard to our comfort, our traditions, our coming together and having a good time together? Does our love for the lost affect everything our church says and does? Or does that come up periodically in between taking care of ourselves? Maybe one of the reasons that our churches are in decline for so many continuous decades is because we have started loving ourselves more than loving the lost. Perhaps we have started spending our time and our energy on our budgets, as we've talked in some of our videos, on ourselves instead of focused on loving the lost and letting that impact everything we say and do. That's why Jesus came, and that's what he sends us to do. Let's recap the 3 do's. If we want our churches to move closer to what God describes as the church in his Scripture, the 3 things I believe will take us miles down the road. Number 1, rely on God. Get ourselves out of the way and let God do what God can do. Number 2, strive. Work hard at being holy, because without which no one will see the Lord. And finally, number 3, learn again to love the lost, to seek them like Jesus did. Rely on God, strive to be holy, love the lost. If we do that, the church will clearly be much more like is described in God's holy word. I am convinced that if we were to do those three things, our churches would start bursting at the seams. We would be noticed by the world if we truly pursued those three things. I hope we can. I hope we will. In our next videos, we're going to then move towards three don'ts. Three things that we should probably avoid in order to not get distracted from the three do's that we've just talked about. I hope you'll pray that God will open your heart to what He has to say, that we'll be able individually and collectively to move forward with relying on God, striving to be holy and loving the lost. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video.